And I would like to begin by congratulating the organiser of this petition, my constituent in Kingstonford and South Staffordshire, Mr Westwood. The Honourable Lady for Bolton, South and Walkden suggested that this petition was motivated by political partisanship. She seemed to suggest that it was the result of foreign interference. As far as I know, Mr Westwood is not and has never been a member of any political party. I'm very happy to give way.
Yasmin Qureshi.
What I said was misinformation, as well as foreign interference, as well as criticising. So it's three things I mentioned, not just one.
Mike Good.
Well, I mean, I'm not sure that that's entirely helped her case. There's certainly no reason to imagine that Mr Westwood was in any way influenced by any foreign state or other foreign actor. What he is the owner of a small business in just a moment in the Black Country, who has seen the impact of Labour's broken promises it's already having on his businesses and businesses like his, and on the wider economy. So I think the Honourable Lady really does owe Mr Westwood an apology, which I hope she will deliver in private after this debate. But if she wishes to deliver it in public during the debate, I'll of course give way.
Thank you very much. At no time did I say the individual constituent was being influenced by foreign. No, I did not say that. What I said is that the petition on its own, as it's sold, has been motivated by a number of factors, but not at any time did I attribute anything to the individual constituent of yours.
Thank you, Ms Qureshi. I think your point has been made and noted.
Yes, I think the words speak for themselves. Mr Westwood is literally sitting there, having brought the petition forwards, having gained those 3 million signatures, the signatures that reflect the strength of public dissatisfaction, frustration and betrayal with this Labour government's failure to uphold the promises it made during the election campaign. Political parties are elected based on manifestos that outline their vision, their commitments to the public. When those promises are not fulfilled, or worse, are abandoned, then trust between the electorate and the government erodes. Voters invest not only their votes, but also their hopes for the future in the government they elect. Where those promises are broken, as they so clearly have been here, where those hopes are dashed by the government going back on that platform on which they were so recently elected, then people have every right to feel betrayed. They feel betrayed by a government that categorically promised to not increase national insurance contributions, but within months had hiked that very tax, threatening wage growth for workers and hammering small businesses in particular. They feel betrayed by a Prime Minister who challenged his predecessor at PMQs to rule out restricting winter fuel payments, but within weeks of entering Downing Street, he took those same payments away from 90% of pensioners. They feel betrayed by a government that promised to not change agricultural property relief, but then scaled back that relief, putting family farms, many of which have been farmed for generations, at risk. And they feel betrayed by a government that promised to deliver the fastest growing economy in the G7, but that took an economy that was actually growing faster than other countries in the G7 and turned it into one with no growth at all. The Labour Party knew full well what the situation was before the election, yet they cynically chose not to make their unpopular plans public. They waited until they were in power. Rather than being honest with the public in advance, they ducked that choice, they took the easy route instead. Now, few people will imagine that this petition or this debate might lead to an early election. Sadly, it's not going to happen. But this petition is another clear sign of the betrayal felt by so many voters and the collapse in the trust and the support that this government was lent last summer.